Welcome back to Gimme the Dirt. I'm Nikki and I'm your host. This show is a sneak peek into the world of racing from the point of view of the women behind it all. The wives, the mothers, the partners, and the ones who hold it all together. Each week, we'll pour a drink, have some laughs, and get the dirt. This week, I'm joined by Bailey Stade, wife of APC late model champion Josh Stade, busy mom to 2 children who's balancing it all from championships to wild weekends with the team. And Bailey has been a part of this since almost moment one, and she has been through all the highs, all the hard hits and the lows. So grab your glass and settle in, and please help me to welcome Bailey Stade. Welcome, Bailey.
Hi, thank you.
Hi. What's in your glass? Everybody's dying to know.
Whiskey and water, as always.
All right. So everyone who knows me knows whiskey is my drink at the track, but not with water. That's something I've never tried before. So let's start out maybe chatting. We'll start out a little different tonight. I want to know Bailey a little bit before we jump into all of Josh's championships and all of the wins. So tell us a little bit about how you got started in this crazy race world yourself.
Actually, so growing up, I would go to my friend's birthday party about one time a year at Stade Speedway because that's our local track, and I wasn't really into it. But then I had a roommate named Josh Stade in 2013, and the first time he invited us out to a race, all the roommates out to a race was for Velocity in Sunset. We were in school in Barrie. So I kind of went to that race, and then we were dating by the next race season. So that's kind of how I got involved.
You didn't like racing before?
No.
Was it just a different type of racing that you had seen before?
No, it was the same racing, but I guess there's more invested interest when you know somebody that's driving.
I think every fan feels that way, right? I think that's why like a lot of fans choose who their favorite race car driver is, because then that helps us be more invested in each race when you feel like you can cheer for somebody that you know. Also, watching like the show Race Wives really helped me to get into NASCAR.
Yes.
All of a sudden, I felt like I was cheering for the wives too. So I feel you on that. So you guys were in college together.
We were in college together, yeah, in Barrie, and then so I guess Innisfil or Sunset was the first track I ever watched him race at. So knowingly watched him race at. I might have back before when I wasn't that into it, but.
Okay. And I feel like I should probably just like get this right out of the way. So pronunciation of your last name. I have had a lot of fun practicing.
Yes.
Your last name, Stade, is like an announcer's dream, I feel like. Do people mispronounce your last name often?
Yes, we get Stade, we get Stady, we get, Stade. I don't.
Okay. Well, on names, you guys have does Josh have any nicknames?
Prime Time. They call him Prime Time.
Okay.
I think that's it. Junior. Some people call him Junior.
What does Prime Time?
So Josh's dad used to race, so that's I think where that came from, because it's some of the older guys that call him that still. But yeah.
And the room that you're in right now, I can see some trophies in the back.
Yeah, I'm in the race shop right now. So
okay, and so race shop, is that at your house? Where's your race shop?
Yeah, so it's at our house. So it's across the walkway. So probably like 10 steps from my house to the race shop, it's nice because he's in the shop a lot. So it's nice for the kids to be able to run back and forth. And
did you guys build the shop, or this was a part of the house before you guys bought it?
No. So Josh's parents owned this house before us, and so it's always been here. But
Did you want to give us a tour of some of the stuff that you've got in the shop?
Sure.
I see his gear in the back.
Yeah.
Race suits.
Let me pick you up. So we have some of the I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of up on a ledge.
Yeah, there we go.
We have trophies. We have flags.
Love that.
Here.
The Stade Motorsports. Does that started with his dad and then carried forward through him?
Yeah, so his dad used to race. I actually have some old pictures maybe. There's more trophies up here. I'm
Oh,
trying to tilt the laptop
yeah.
and then
Amazing.
yeah, there's a win this year that's up on
That's a cool one.
display.
What is that? That
This
looks
is
cool.
this is Josh's J Car Championship medal from when he was a kid. So that was 2008.
So you weren't
Yeah,
around yet?
I don't know if you can see this, but there's
Yeah.
his dad's
Well, that's cool.
car back in the day.
Love that.
This
Kind of
was the
looks like
first.
Earnhardt there.
That was the first race car or late model Josh ever drove. Um, I can show you. So yeah, so we have like bar room, seating area in here.
That's key.
We host a lot of. So the suits are here. We host a lot of wing nights with the race team, so we have the full kitchen in here.
Oh, wow. Who's the cook?
Usually Dwayne, Josh's dad,
Okay.
or yeah, Josh will do it too. And then out here is where they actually work on the cars.
I'm sure
So
everybody's
we
going to
have
be
both
excited
in
to
here.
see this. Yeah. This is where the magic
This is
happens.
where the magic happens. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, and then we just have pictures all over the shop of ones that photographers have given us over the years, or
Wow. There's a lot of memories
ones that
there.
are up there. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, so that's the shop where they spend most of their time.
Well, while you're heading back to your spot, thank you for
Yeah.
sharing your shop and your fun party area with us. That one day, hopefully, I'll be able to come and join you in.
Yes, of course, come anytime.
So recently, Josh just had a really big win. I was hoping maybe you'd tell us a little bit about that for some of the fans who maybe don't know, or some of our viewers who don't know. What is an APC championship? What does that mean that he just, it was big deal that he just won it? So tell us about it.
So yeah, so he's been in the series since the series started. He's never missed a race. And I think they're in the 10th, 11th year now. So he's been to every single race. But this year, he won opening night and he held on to the points all year. He only won the first race though. But yeah, so the points got close a few times. But yeah, he was able to win at Delaware a few weeks ago. So that was a huge accomplishment for him. It was his first United Racing Series win. The best of the best in late model drive that series. So
that's a big deal. And you can see this photo. Honestly, I loved looking at this photo that I found online.
yes.
His expression, honestly, you can see how much this means to him. Like,
Yeah.
it is written all over his face. We've seen so many photos of wins, but this one really got me.
Yeah.
He's so excited there. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Yeah, look.
It meant a lot to him. It means a lot to him, his dad, his whole family. That weekend, we had about 40 people there with us, probably. And then when we found out he won the championship, we all went down to the track, and one of the spotters, not our spotter, came up and said there had to be 300 people standing on the track around Josh's car.
Everybody was so excited for you guys.
Yes.
Okay, so how did, like, we all want to know, how did
Yeah.
you feel in that moment? Like, what was that like after all the hard work that you guys have put in? What was that like?
It's honestly just like weight off your shoulders. Like it's just like a big relief. The 2 weeks leading up to the race, or more than 2 weeks, like since the last APC race, so that would have been end of August, it was just like tense. They were just checking over the car, making sure nothing was out of place, redoing everything possible they could, that like looking over the brakes, looking over everything, making sure everything was just perfect, nothing could go wrong, because you don't want that to be the end of the whole year, right?
So it was super serious, the vibe.
It was very serious. It was a lot of pressure.
Okay.
He felt a lot of pressure. Everyone kept telling him, just drive like you do, you're fine. But he puts a lot of pressure on himself. So it was intense.
And the kids were there for the race.
The kids were there. Yep. I brought the kids. They don't always want to come to the racetrack, but they wanted to come that time. So it was good. We were sitting on the hill and they were running around like they were all excited. So
I'm glad they got to experience that with him and you in the background.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
my
of
goodness.
course.
Did you cry?
I didn't. I was expecting to cry though. I was like, the whole day I'm like, if he wins, I'm gonna start bawling my eyes out. But I never did. It was just like you're in the moment, and it actually took a few. It probably took a week to like click in that it actually happened.
Yeah, probably to come down from as well.
Yeah.
What was the party like after that win? Was there, or were you guys like home in bed with the kids, like night over?
So there was a lot of people around, so we definitely had a few drinks. We didn't stay up as late as we thought we would though, because it was a hot day. It was a really hot day all day long, and we were sitting outside in the sun, and they were working in the pits in the sun, and everyone was just kind of, when we came down, everyone was really tired. So we were only up for a couple hours maybe after. I don't think we got out of tech till like 12:30 that night. So
Yeah.
I think we were 1:30 or 2:30 maybe. And of course, people kept stopping by and congratulating him at the fire. So we were up, but yeah, we were tired after.
A lot of wives say that moment after tech is a little bit difficult because you don't really get that like special. You might get a moment, but you
Yeah,
don't really get to spend that time like with him because there's so many people who want to celebrate
yeah.
and cheer you guys on. Did you feel like that you didn't really like get to like steal his attention away after that big win?
Yeah, I didn't really think about it, but I guess you're right. We have a really big crew, and a lot of the wives come out for the crew too. So, the guys are here like multiple days a
Yeah.
week working on the car. So I'm like, this is their win too. Like, you know what, you guys like celebrate with him, like, because they
Yeah.
are like, we have guys that take so much out of their like everyday lives, and they're at our house like 3 days a week, 4 days a week,
Well,
depending, working on the car. So
yeah. So what
it's their win too, right?
Yeah, 100%. And I think like a lot of people who are watching don't really understand, like they see, what the driver goes through the interviews and social
Yeah,
media, things like that. They're not see like there are so many people in the background for some teams more than others, as we just saw in the photo for yours.
yeah,
Like such a big team. So maybe we could learn a little bit about your team and like
yeah.
what the week is like. You've kind of touched on it a little bit, but what would a normal week be like? You said they were there a few days a week?
Yeah, so we have well, it depends on if there's a race that week. Usually there's a race that week, but um yeah, so Josh and like Josh's family owns a paving company. So they work long hours. So a lot of the times the guys are here before Josh is even like done work and Dwayne's even done work. They're just here working on the car because they're really dedicated. Like we have a couple guys that are here like every night. Some guys have family obligations, obviously, so they're
Yeah,
not here every night.
fair.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so it'll be like probably 2 or 3 times a week. They'll be here for like a really good work night, and then we load the car usually like the Thursday or the Friday before the race, and then yeah, they're here, and we usually do like dinner. So I'll make them food, or Josh's mom will make them food, or we'll do a potluck, and the wives will all bring something, and we usually try to do that once a week. So the
Okay.
once a week or once every couple weeks, because the guys are here so much that we bring the wives and the kids over, and they'll come and bring a salad or something. We'll do, I don't know, burgers or wings or something like that with everybody. But yeah,
That's a
it's like a
huge
big family,
deal.
honestly.
No, honestly, I feel like that's exactly what you guys have is a family. Your
Yeah,
crew is your family, and I think a lot of teams could maybe like take some of those tips and the things that you guys do and use those
yeah,
because the crew not spending time at home as often or things like that, like taking time away from their families, that's a big deal. And
yeah,
so the fact that you guys are celebrating and including the whole community is something we love. We love a
yes,
good community. And
yes,
also when it comes to the wives of the crew members, I love that you've got some friends too,
yes,
because
of
I think
course.
yeah. Okay, so tell me about that. So do you guys all the girls sit together during the race? Do you guys like what's the vibe?
Yeah, we usually all watch the race together. Depending if my kids are with me, I'm sometimes off in one direction, and they'll be in the pits with the guys like for the whole day sometimes, and I'm like out at the trailer with the kids. But yeah, there's like a few girls that are around all the time. They're at our house. yeah, they come and hang out all the time. Yeah.
Do
So
you
it's
find
good.
that?
It's a good little friend group and yeah.
Do you
It
find that
makes it
difficult?
it's good. Yeah. Sorry.
No, no, I'm sorry. Do you find that difficult to navigate being a mom and also a wife at the same time? Like, I did personally struggle with that because I was a part of the crew for the first 5 years of our race career, and I was just one of the boys. You know, we'd travel
Yeah.
together, we hung out together, and then the second I became a mom, my responsibility changed. Not saying that I don't love every part of that new responsibility, but I
Yeah.
definitely have FOMO a lot. Do you ever
Yeah.
get that?
There's definitely sometimes I do. There's a couple times this year Josh had wins and I couldn't be there because I was at my daughter plays baseball, so she and of course the tournaments are on Saturdays. So there was a couple wins that he had this year that I couldn't make it to and that sucks. And it sucks when it's not a televised race, so I can't go back and watch it. So
Do you have
but
people texting you the whole time?
yeah, the girls actually are there texting me, sending me
Yeah,
videos throughout the race. So yeah,
yeah, I
it's
love that. Well,
nice that way. But yeah, it's there's definitely times, but for the most part, I'm pretty good. My kids, I've never really changed my life that much, like for my kids. Like I've always brought them to the racetrack. I've always this year they weren't at the racetrack that much, and it's only because of their preference. They didn't want to come. So okay, you can stay with grandma or you can stay with nanny. But yeah.
so, on the topic of your kids, how old are they and what are their names? So,
So my 7 year old is Charlotte. We
okay.
call her Charlie. And then my 3 year old is Theo. Or Theodore, but we call him Theo. So yeah.
Are they
Yeah.
busy, I guess, is
They
with
are
that
busy.
age? Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
Charlotte's in gymnastics and she's in baseball and she's in gymnastics multiple days a week. So, and then Theo's not really into sports yet, but he's at the age where he's busy.
Hard to keep out of things at the racetrack if you are
Yes.
in the pits with him. Yes.
Yes, and old enough that he doesn't want to sit in a wagon or a stroller, but you want him in there so he's not running in front of cars in the pits. But
Oh gosh, I don't. Do you have any tips for me? Like that's me next year. That is my race season next year. My son is 2 now, so when he is 3 next year, what am I going to do? Give me all your
do
tips.
you have one of those like push cars, the little Fisher Price? I
Yes.
like glued
Yeah.
to those as long as possible, but he won't
Okay.
sit in it anymore. So I don't know. Now I don't really have many tips.
No
Put them on your
advice.
shoulders.
You're screwed. Okay, perfect.
Put them
Thank
on
you.
your shoulders.
Somebody else was talking about a babysitter and having a sitter at the track, and once in a while for different times of the day. So, anyways, definitely considering that avenue.
Yes, yeah,
But I am a little bit anxious about how like everything unfolds. I want him so badly to be there, as I'm sure you want your kids to be there for such big moments.
yes,
But then you also at the same time are like, old me really
yeah,
like to be a part of like hands-on and things change and evolve and our roles change and evolve. But speaking
yeah.
of roles, do you or did you have any roles when it came to actually working in the car or anything in that regard?
Not really.
Okay.
I was more like before I had kids, I made a lot more meals for like we feed our whole team every race
Mhm.
weekend. So Josh's mom does most of it now. So Teresa does most of it now. But before I had kids, I was more heavily involved in that. But again, the time I don't really have
Yeah.
a lot of time during the week. But yeah, so I didn't really ever work on the car or ever touch the car. There was a couple times I did, but they much prefer if I don't touch it. So I just
Yeah. Yeah. When we first started, we didn't have a race team. We
yeah,
bought the car independently, and then we learned it. Daryl hadn't raced ever, and it was a learning experience for both of us at the same time. And I had to learn how to, do the tire pressure and do
yeah,
all the different things. But then, as a team evolved, I very gladly backed off.
yeah.
Like,
You're like too much pressure. I can't get this wrong.
no, I can't get this wrong. But there is like one thing that I always felt really that I needed to do was help him in like with his safety equipment, and being on a dirt track with his tear offs or,
Yes.
doing his helmet up at the end. Do you ever get your hands in that at the end when the kids aren't there? Are you the last one in, the last one out? No.
No, he has a couple guys that are always there, like just always there doing it, and they always do it every race. So I just like let them do their process. He sits in the car ahead of time and kind of like gets in his own head, like gets himself prepped. So he's always been like that. Like he doesn't want me to go over there and chat to
Yeah.
him for the 10 minutes before he gets onto the track. So
He's in
I
the
just
zone.
yeah, I kind of say bye to him in the trailer before he hops in the car, and that's then
That's
I
the
give him
end.
his
And then
space. So
you
I
go and
usually am
talk.
out taking pictures and stuff. So yeah.
So you do all of the social media?
Yes, for the most part.
Okay, well, that's a role and that's a job.
Yeah.
Like that's really important. And obviously feeding them is really important.
Yes,
Mhm.
and also on Sundays I unload the hauler and everything with him. I do that part. So it's usually me and Josh, and his dad lives just down the road, so his dad will come out and help too. But yeah, we leave the guys alone on Sundays and let them have their lives that day.
And you don't get your day off. Speaking of kind of like the tradition aspect of things, do you guys have any like race day traditions as a team, or like before or after a race?
um, so after, like, if we win, we always do a selfie on the racetrack. So
That's a good one.
so yeah, so we kind of do that. That was started by our spotter, Joe. Um, yeah, so we kind of come down, do a victory lane selfie, but other than that, we don't really have many traditions. Josh is really superstitious, so like he personally has things that
Okay. You want
he
to give us
does.
the dirt on some of those?
Like there's a certain pair of underwear he has to wear.
Okay.
Clean, of course, not dirty, but
Because of you?
it's not because of me. It's like if he does well, if he does well wearing something, he'll like try to do the exact same thing the next race. Like, and if it's not working, he'll change up a little bit. Like, even like he said, like the way he puts on his socks, like one foot before the other, like he's very superstitious that way. So,
Okay. So if
yeah,
a race doesn't go well, would he
then,
like the
then
race
he'll
doesn't
try to
go well?
change stuff up. Yeah.
Does he think of the superstitions beforehand? Like is he like, this race I'm gonna go from left to right instead of right to left? Like
I
he
don't
would.
know. That's a good question. I don't know if he does. I think he must because he remembers them. So
Okay, I love this about him. I mean, you guys have also done a ton of traveling. You had mentioned to me
yeah.
before. So you guys have done Ontario, Nova Scotia, Nashville.
Yeah.
You guys travel as a team. Like, what's your travel look like? Do you have a hauler? You said.
Yeah. So when we went to Nova Scotia, we took our camper trailers. So um, I work full time, so I couldn't drive with them because it was days and days of them driving and them driving back. So I flew in for the weekend and met them there, but the whole team drove out. And like a couple girlfriends too. But so we had a bunch of camper trailers. We had the race hauler all drive out. Then we camped there at the track. Nashville was a little different. So Nashville, we still all drove down, but we got an Airbnb, of course. So yeah, it was good. We got Airbnbs right at the track, so you could literally walk right to the track. It was awesome.
So your hauler, tell me about that. Do you have living quarters in the hauler? Is it
No, we don't have living
no?
quarters in the hauler. No, we have a camper trailer.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
the kids will stay in that when you guys go to races as well, or not
Yeah.
really? Yeah.
Yeah. It's much easier bringing them actually if we have that because if they need, well, Theo still naps. So if he needs a nap, I can go back for a couple hours and yeah.
Love a good nap.
Yeah.
Especially on a hot day. It's like, I need to take the baby for a
Yeah.
nap, aka I need to escape the heat for a minute.
Yeah.
Tell me about the most wild weekend you guys have had at the racetrack.
Oh,
Like,
I don't know if I can remember that. I've been with Josh for 12 years, 11 years, since
so
2013. So
is there, when we were chatting before, you had mentioned Delaware was somewhere that, did you guys have was that the track you guys had lots of your friends and family?
yeah, so when we won the championship that weekend, a lot of people came. So we had people in hotels. Like I think that there was probably 8 hotel rooms booked, and then we also had 14 camper trailers with like extra people sleeping in all of them. So
Okay.
we had a lot of people there then. That was a pretty good weekend. It was a big good family time too, because everyone brought their kids. So there was probably 20 kids there on top of everything. But we always park our campers in a big circle, and then the kids can just run around inside. My
Is
sister-in-law
it
brought.
annual event for you guys?
Um, Usually we have a lot, but like not this many. I think people were anticipating the win, so more came. Both Josh's sisters were there. Josh's little sister's into horses, so they actually came, and yeah, that she brought a big bouncy castle for the kids to play in, and it was good. It was actually awesome. The whole family was there for that too.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what racing is all about too. Like if there aren't those big fun weekends and you're just not, I'm not saying you're just watching a car or
Yeah.
if you don't have those great experiences where your family and your friends are involved, then like what is racing?
Yeah.
We have one weekend that we do annually as well where we literally do the exact same thing. Big circle. I'm sure
Awesome.
people don't love it around us, but we don't care. So fun, and the kids are involved as well, and so those are memories that we'll have forever, as I'm sure you will too.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So maybe not something, if you don't want to talk about this, we don't have to, but his crash in Stade in 2016.
Yeah.
Do you
Uh,
feel comfortable telling us about what you remember about that day? Something that
Yeah, it kind of all happened. It was weird. That crash happened very quickly. It was a really hot day, which in racing, when it's a hot day, temperatures are always flaring.
yeah, for
It
sure.
seems to be anyway.
Yeah, like all of us, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, him and another car got into each other, and then he took out, I think it was 7 fence posts at Sobel, and it was right in front of where I was standing, so I could only see the bottom of his car.
I can't even. Oh my god. What
And
an
you're like also
absolute.
trying, so at Sobel where you're standing in the pits, it's like a big hill up to the fence. So I remember I was like running. I feel like I ran down the fence because the car's coming, but then I ran back up because you're like, is he okay? Like, don't want to get hit, but also, yeah. So that was, yeah.
Right. So you could not see that he was okay at first.
No, because the ambulance was like right there. He was fine, but his car was not. His like the whole half of his car was missing. And yeah, it was pretty intense.
Yeah. Okay. So how, first of all, like, I can't even imagine how you're feeling. Second of all, like, how do you move forward from something like that as a partner and as a driver, maybe like from his perspective as well, like, sorry, your perspective of him
Yeah.
moving forward. How do you guys move forward from something like that? Like, you know what? Let's do this again next week. Like,
Yeah, he wanted to quit actually at the
good.
time. Um,
Good.
yeah, he was like that day and the next day for a couple days, he was like, I don't think I want to race anymore because it was bad. And it was like that was when we were weekly racing at Sobel too. So it was like the same people that you were racing that night, you're gonna see the next week and every week. And you know, those two, I'm not going to mention any names, were like into each other that year. So it was like, so it was
Yeah,
like
we don't need any
continuous.
names dropped.
Everyone gets along now, but back then it was, yeah, it was
When you pour your heart and soul, like your whole
mhm.
entire life into something, right?
Yeah,
Like
100%.
it is, how could you not have feelings
Yeah,
regardless of what they are or who they're toward? It, yeah, all the emotions, and probably
yeah,
you as a partner, right? Like
yeah, yeah.
are you that kind of person? Like, are you the calm to his storm in those moments, or are you like behind him, just like?
I've not been known to be very calm, but I think I actually was in that moment because nobody else was.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it was 2016. So my first year really at the racetrack was 2014, and this was mid 2016. So I wasn't that accustomed to the racetrack. Like, you know what I mean? I was very new and I was, didn't really know how to react, I think.
Yeah. Still navigating maybe a little bit.
Yeah, still navigating a bit. So I was like, oh my God, this is a lot. I don't know.
My goodness,
But
good for you for getting through that.
yeah,
Like, truly,
I
there's some wrecks that just stay with you forever, and
yeah,
yeah. So moving forward from that, I guess, do you guys have sponsors? How
yes,
is
we
the
do.
program run?
Yeah, so Josh has always been good at going out and getting sponsors. So we have two big sponsors right now. Canada Clean Fuels, which just came on this past year, and then we also have Canadian Flat Roofing Systems. Those are our two big sponsors, but we have a ton of sponsors. So we have Dayco, I would have to look at the card read them all, but
it was more, I guess my question, coming from, are you involved in gaining sponsorships? Is that something he
no,
does?
Josh does that all on his own.
Yeah.
He always has. He's been, he's always been good at going out and getting his own sponsors. But that's kind of a thing that sometimes people beat him up about, is having a lot of sponsors. But he is, for every one that says yes, he has about 9 that say no. You know what I mean? So
that's some dedication on his end, though,
yeah.
right? Like, he believes in his sport and what he does so much that he's still, and obviously people do for him as well, right? Whether they can, put a lot of money in or a little bit of money, they're still obviously supporting him and proud of what he's doing. Yeah.
And our sponsors are not just sponsors. They honestly are, again, treated like family. Like, when I say all those campers were with us, some of them were our sponsors that were with us. Like Canadian Flat Roofing Systems, Troy and Shelly were camping with us. They come camping with us probably two or three times a year at the racetrack, just because they love to come and watch them, watch Josh race. We have them at the shop all the time. We have our sponsors at our shop all the time to have like a barbecue or, drinks, and they're honestly friends. Josh goes away on a 4-wheeling trip with some of them every fall. So,
I mean, what it sounds like to me is that you guys have built an incredible community around you who support not only him, but you guys as a family too. So they feel the love, and obviously you guys throw a good party, because that's a big
we have lots of people around.
And I feel like I keep hinting for an invite, but maybe by the end.
Come anytime.
So a lot of the fans see our men from the perspective of their interviews, the highlight reels, the race itself. What would be something that you would want the race fans to know about Josh's work ethic, or something behind the scenes they may not see?
Well, something that Josh always says in his victory lane interviews is that they're just a bunch of pavers from Chesley. They literally are pavers from Chesley, and he wakes up in the morning at 5 a.m. every day, and he doesn't get home sometimes till like 9 o'clock at night, because they're paving. Like, their whole crew works so hard, and they're out for hours and hours. They can't work in the winter, so they work long hours in the summer. So he is a hard worker. He works all day, and then he'll come to the race shop after. And
obviously he's a husband and a dad all in one as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I can really relate to that personally, because my partner's the exact same. He works his butt off all day, all night at his job, and then is out in the shop after getting everything ready, plus helping with our family too. So I feel like they could be friends, really. So
it takes a lot of passion to want to work on your car, and drive to want to work on your car after you've just worked all day in 100-degree asphalt.
Yeah, you love what you do if you are doing.
Yeah, you love what you do if you're exhausted at the end of the day and you just keep going.
Yeah. And then usually when they eat too much, they don't really feel like going back out. So you got to be careful what you feed them before they go to the shop after a hot, long day. So we've talked a little bit about his temperament. Like, what is he like when he's at the racetrack a lot of the time? Like, is he kind of that hot-headed, really into focus, fighter? No. Okay. So
he's very focused and calm. And he generally, isn't that hot-headed on the track unless he's provoked.
Fair. I feel like that's how we're teaching our child.
Yeah, that's fair too.
Oh my gosh.
No, he's very calm. His emotions are much more stable than mine.
That's fair. I mean, you've got got a couple kids, you work full time, and
Yeah.
you're out of the track on off days. I feel like I relate to that as well. So when the season wraps up, I don't know, does your season go, like, you guys are done now at this point?
Yes, we're done now. So yeah, last year our season went longer because we went to Nashville, which is the first weekend in November. But this year we don't have anything planned. So
Okay, so where
we're done as of now, unless they change their mind, because that also can happen
Fair.
at the drop of a hat.
I live that as well. I understand
Yeah.
that. What would like an off season, like what's the normal week look like for you guys as a family? Does your race shop continue the same schedule throughout off season, or are you guys like family time, everyone get out of here?
It definitely goes, it's not as busy in the winter, but we definitely will have like the guys will be here probably like 2 weekends a month. Like we'll come and we'll watch races, or we'll, do
Yeah,
that kind of thing, or have wing nights, or we kind of all hang out. So
hopefully, but
but
not like car related.
they're
Like you're
not here like every
far
day.
away for a few months and then it's more social.
Well, they were working on the cars the other day, so and then race season's over. So they do work on the car. They kind of do a really big going over of everything, and figure out if there's anything they want to do next year that's different and that kind of thing. They're kind of always working on the car. Josh and his dad are for sure. The crew guys are definitely here too. Like they'll be here like once a week, or they'll even just stop and have a beer or whatever too. So they're usually around.
Yeah,
And
no,
the
I
cars
love
are
it.
still being worked on all the time. So
Yeah, it's a work in progress.
yeah.
Um,
It's
I would
always.
love, I would love if you told us, and I'm sure some of the fans want to know about your company. So, Victory Buff is the name of your
Yeah.
company. Yeah, tell us about it.
Yeah, so I started it at the beginning of this racing season. Right now it just has Stade Motorsports apparel in it. The website's actually down right now because I'm doing inventory from getting all my extra stuff back from the tracks and the series, and so I can inventory and put it back into the store. Yeah, and so it kind of started off with just Stade Motorsports stuff, and I've actually ran into a couple racers that are talking about potentially wanting to put their stuff in the store next year.
Okay.
And then I'm also, yeah, I'm gonna have some stuff that kind of gears towards like women and kids, like some checkered clothing and some checkered tumblers and that kind of idea. Because in Canada, it is very hard to get racing apparel.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it sounds like I mean, I always see Samantha, but I don't know if you've seen some of
Yes.
them here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So is that kind of the vibe? The race?
Yeah, kind of the vibe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love that. I mean, let
Yeah.
me know when it's back up. I
Yeah.
know a lot of women who would love some gear. It's hard to find some cute fits for the racetrack.
It is.
We've
It is
gotta-
hard in Canada. When you go to the States, though, when you go to a track down in the States, the idea actually happened at Nashville last year because you're walking around the pits and girls are wearing checkered hoodies. They have big checkered bows in their hair. They are covered in checkered clothes, all the wives and girlfriends down there. And I thought that'd be cool to get. And you can't get it in Canada
No, not at all.
because racing's not so prominent in Canada as it is. It is becoming more prominent now, but as it is down there.
Yeah, well, we're also going to be putting your social media handle for Victory Buff after the show, or it might even be up right now. Can't see that, but then anybody who's interested in purchasing some of the gear
Yeah.
coming up, or even putting some of their gear on your site to sell as well,
Yeah.
is that something
Yeah.
you're open to?
Yeah.
Right. So if race teams are looking for a place to sell their gear, Victory Buff is where it's at. What
Yeah,
if
it'd be,
so?
yeah, like low cost, but yeah. Just because I have to pay for fees, so
Yeah, no, that's fair. And I feel like it also gives you a connection to the sport as well,
yeah,
right? Like you're meeting new people and you're helping people look great at the racetrack. So it gives you even more of a role in the sport.
yeah,
Do you feel that
yeah,
way?
of course. Yeah, yeah.
What is something that you like to do for you as a hobby? Is
Um,
there anything that you outside? I know you're really busy, and sometimes at certain points in our lives, it's not really a thing. But is
yeah.
there anything right now that you love?
The thing I try to make sure I do is I make sure I go for like an hour walk every day with my dog. by myself. And then I do yoga a
Okay.
couple times a week. So yeah, other than that, that's
I
pretty
know.
much all I have time for.
An hour alone sounds like a dream.
Yeah,
What do you do
I
for work?
know.
You've talked about Josh's work. What do you do for work full time?
So I work for him. I work for, it's a complicated job.
That's
I
okay. So
kind of
you don't want to
I
share.
kind of work for the government is
Okay.
the best
Okay.
way I can describe it.
Yeah. Like,
But I work long, I work like overtime. I work a lot of hours.
amazing. Do you want to play a little game with me called Rapid Fire, where I
Sure.
give you some questions and you give me either one word answer or a short answer to each of these. All right.
Okay.
Who takes longer to get ready on race day? You or Josh?
Probably me.
What is one word that would describe your family at the racetrack?
Um, United.
Great word. Okay. What is your race day must have? One thing you absolutely never go to the track without.
Probably need to have like either my like tumbler or like drinks.
Same. Pit lizards, real or myth?
I think they definitely are real.
Yep. Who's more likely to start a dance party at the campfire after a race? You or Josh?
Probably me.
I knew we were going to be friends. Who's up the latest at the track? Like after
Um,
you or Josh?
it used to be, it depends on the day. It used to be me, but now I'm really tired because of kids, I think, or I'm just getting old. I don't know.
Also, both. So back in the day, I feel like now when I have a babysitter, if somebody made a movie about your life at the track, what would that movie be called? This
Oh,
is
that's
a
so
hard
hard.
one. I had to throw one hard one in there for you. Could
I
make them
don't
all.
know. I can't even think of it. Um, I don't know. I can't think of something.
United, something United. I
Yeah.
feel like you have to. And I love your college story too. So
Yeah.
some sort of yeah. Anyways, okay, we're gonna think on that. We're gonna get back to that one, and we're gonna come up with that after drinks together. What is next for Stade Motorsports? Like, where do you see yourself next season?
I honestly don't know. He was working on achieving this goal for so long that I think he probably will want to go back to the series, but I don't know. I don't know because he hasn't really talked about it yet. I think we're still coming down from the win at this point, but
And
he
I love
hasn't.
that that's something that he worked towards his whole racing career, and
Yeah.
then it just came true for you guys so recently. I mean,
Yeah.
can imagine you need a hot minute.
Yeah. Yeah. They haven't really had any talks about next year yet. They're kind of just trying to enjoy enjoy the win, I guess. The banquet's in a couple weeks, or yeah, a couple weeks. So yeah.
Okay. And
That's gonna be the big party.
okay. Um, has he ever talked about coming over to the dirt side of racing? Is that something you guys have ever chatted about?
He's always said that he would race dirt if he had a ride or someone offered him a ride. He's never raced dirt, so I think it would be, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely a learning experience,
If
but
anybody had a car that they'd like Josh
yeah,
to try out, now's your chance.
he'll literally drive anything that somebody like offers to him. Yeah.
There's not a, I feel like most of them would really at
Yeah,
that point.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So when you look back, Bailey, at everything that you guys have accomplished throughout your race career, your family, your traveling, everything, what would you say all of that means to you? Is there like, I feel like I'm going to let you answer before I before I answer for you.
Yeah, we've accomplished a lot. We're 32 and 33 years old. We've accomplished a lot at our age, so it means a lot to us. A lot of people our age are just starting to have kids, and um, you know, we've we've done a lot in the short time we've been together, I guess. So yeah, it all means a lot. His whole family is involved in racing. He has a very close family.
Look at your wedding
Um,
photo with the race car in the
yep.
background. Can you see that?
Yeah, so we got married in Florida, and he brought his car down to Florida for the wedding pictures. So it means a lot to him. It's they're a member of the family.
I mean, really great picture. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness. If you had to raise your glass to toast to one moment this past season, what would it be?
Yeah, definitely winning the championship.
All right, well, let's do a toast to that before we finish up. Congratulations on your 2025 APC championship. That's massive. Cheers. Anyone else who's
Cheers.
drinking with us, take a drink. Do you have any questions before we wrap everything up for me or the show or you?
I don't think so.
We need to put you on the spot. All right. We're going to do a final toast that I do at the end of every episode. I want to thank you for joining me. I can't wait to meet you in person, have a drink
Yes.
with you, a whiskey with you in person, and to meet
Yes.
Jocelyn and your kids as well. So thank you so much. So we're going to do cheers to strong women, fast cars, full glasses, and getting our men home safe. So thank you so much for joining me, Bailey.
Thank you
Cheers.
for having me.
Thank you. Cheers. We'll see
Cheers.
everybody soon. See you next time.